Sweden experimented with a practice that drivers who drove under the speed limit would have won a L or a E, where funds come from the fines paid by speeders. The average speed limit was reduced by 22%. The only continent with no active volcanoes is Australia. The Yamato dynasty of Japan traces its origins to 660 AD, making them the oldest continuous, hereditary monarchy in the world. There are no rivers in Saudi Arabia. Canada has more lakes than any other country. Spain's largest source of income is from tourism. Japanese people don't have middle names. The world's smallest mammal is the bumblebee bat of Thailand. Peru has more pyramids than Egypt. Russia has the world's largest area of forests. The Hawaiian alphabet has 13 letters. African grey parrots have vocabularies of over 200 words. French fries are originally from Belgium. Venetian blinds were invented in Japan. The first sailing boats were built in Egypt. India has the most post offices than any other country. Christmas trees originated from Germany. The world's smallest bird is the bee hummingbird, found in Cuba. The US flag has 13 stripes, representing the original 13 states. The largest exporter of sugar is Cuba. Orienteering originated from Sweden. The Chinese used fingerprints as a method of identification as far back as AD 700. A Chinese checkerboard has 121 holes. 28% of all land in the US is owned by the government. The US Department of the Treasury first issued paper US currency in 1862 to make up for the shortage of coins and to finance the Civil War. Australia has the largest sheep population. Italy and France produce over 40% of all wine. The most common Spanish surname is Garcia. The US produces 19% of the world's trash. Some playing cards in India are round. 20% of China's plants are used in medicine. People in Iceland read more books per capita than any other country. Over 5 million people in Brazil are employed in the coffee industry. Turkey is the world's biggest consumer of tea. Australia is the only country that is also a continent. The Khmer language has the largest alphabet of all languages with 74 letters. The average age at which America's presidents have taken office is 55. 40% of Amsterdam commuters get to work by bicycle. The Grand Canyon can hold around 900 trillion footballs. The Great Wall of China is approximately 13,171 miles long. The Eiffel Tower was originally supposed to be in Barcelona. It's legal to marry a dead person in France. Employees of the Vatican pay no income tax. The Eiffel Tower is over 300 meters tall. There are 132 rooms in the US White House. The DC in Washington, D.C. stands for District of Columbia. The oldest exposed surface on Earth is New Zealand's South Island. GPS is controlled and owned by the American government and can be switched off at any time. From space. The brightest man-made place is Las Vegas. The mortar used in the Great Wall of China, that is one of the new 7 wonders of the world, was made with sticky rice. Canada has the longest coastline in the world, stretching for 125,567 miles, counting the overseas territories and dependencies. France covers 12 time zones. Haiti is the most deforested country in the world. Island. It's the only country in the world that has a musical instrument, a harp, as its national emblem. The northeastern portion of the Sahara Desert extends to Libya, thus making 90% of the land area a desert. Augusta, Antonina, Nova Roma, Byzantium, Constantinople, and finally Istanbul. These exciting names remind the mysterious and enchanting past of one of the most historical cities in the world. With 221,800 islands, Sweden is thought to have more islands than any other country in the world. The Netherlands is so safe. It imports criminals to fill jails. Some jails are closed because of the low crime rate. The healthiest place in the world is Panama. Scots have 421 words for snow. The Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. There are only 2 countries with names that begin with the. Traditional Polish last names change depending on the sex. The Russians renamed St. Petersburg 3 times in a century. You can zip your way between Portugal and Spain on the international zip line. Global warming solved a land dispute between India and Bangladesh. The island in dispute disappeared. Afghanistan's national sport buzgashi is like polo, with a headless goat. The fennec fox is the world's smallest canid species and it is the national animal of Algeria. Andorra is the world's only co-principality. Semba is a traditional type of music and dance from Angola. Armenia is the first country to have adopted Christianity as its state religion. The Belgian national symbol is a peeing boy. Monarchan piece of Brussels. Icelanders use the traditional Nordic naming system, which includes the last name that is comprised of their father's or mother's first name with the addition of dottir or son. The name Hungary translates as land of the Huns. Another source states that the name is derived from the Turkish words onugur, meaning 10 arrows. Mexican children receive gifts on January 6, not on Christmas Day, the day on which Mexicans celebrate the arrival of the 3 wise men. Israel recycles 90% of the wastewater it creates, making it the leading nation in the world for water recycling as of date 2020. Urdu is the national language of Pakistan, although only 7% of Pakistanis speak it. Denmark is famous for its liberalism, and this is best illustrated by Christiania, a hippie commune that sprung up in 1971. The first gas lamp was invented in Lviv, Ukraine. Water puppetry is a popular art form in Vietnam. Puerto Ricans are one of the longest Christmas celebrators. There are only 2 countries in the world that have the color purple in their flags: Nicaragua and Dominica. 12% of the world's total languages are found in Papua New Guinea, which has over 820 indigenous languages. There are more languages on this island than in any other country. Nepal has the most mathematical flag in the world. It even has an article in its constitution that details the steps of drawing the flag. Located within Italy, San Marino is the world's oldest republic and holds the world's oldest continuous constitution. In Italy, 17 is considered an unlucky number. There's a bridge between mainland China and Macau, where cars switch from left to right, hand drive and vice versa. Canals are a Chinese invention. The Grand Canal of China is 1,103 miles long and was started in 486 BC. The United Kingdom became the first country to put into practice a Ministry of Loneliness in 2018. In Switzerland, there is a direct democracy that citizens have more power than in a representative democracy. Citizens can propose changes to the constitution or ask for an optional referendum. Every November in South Korea, there's a day where everyone makes silent to help students concentrate for the most important exam of their lives. This day is called Sunang. Russia spans 11 time zones. At one end of Russia, it could be 8 in the morning, and at the other, it's 7 in the evening. The sale of chewing gum in Singapore has been illegal since 1992. Indonesia put a nationwide stop on manta ray fishing after it was calculated that a single animal is worth an estimated $1 million for its lifetime in tourism versus its value of $4 to $500 when killed. A road intersects the airport runway in Gibraltar and consequently has to be closed whenever a plane lands or departs. Karungula is a small border town in Zambia that the territories of 4 countries, Zambia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Namibia, come close to meeting at a quarter point. El Salvador became the world's first country to make Bitcoin an official currency. The government released a new digital wallet app, giving away $30 in Bitcoin to every citizen. North Korea banned skinny jeans as a symbol of a capitalistic lifestyle. Thanks for watching and keep supporting. For more videos, subscribe to our channel.